Dance, water, dance!
Pokekick just subscribed, pee pee poo poo.
Dance, water, dance!
Shoes Ripped 51 just subscribed, Rosedge 1 cheer, Rosedge 1 love Biggie.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Chat. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? I'm back, chat. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hello. Internet works. It is actually up in my room. And I have a desk and a chair. No more streaming from Beb. No more streaming from my Beb because I had nowhere else to sit. Pog. So yeah, fair warning, chat. Rose go Beb. Fair warning. It is storming mega hard here. Mega hard. And AC. Oh, can you hear the AC in the background? That's because I'm like 2 feet away from it. The desk is literally next to the AC, so if you hear a hum in the background, that's the AC. But yeah, it is storming super mega hard. And there was a lightning strike just a few minutes ago, and it was so freaking hard that the house shook, and I literally like jumped in my seat. It was so loud and strong. So fair warning, if the stream goes down, that be because of the storm. And then the wildfire smoke around the northeast. Yeah. I'm actually okay. Here as far as the smoke is considered. Although we are actually in the red. It's currently at 159. Oh, it went back up. Oh, snap. Because it was like 180 something 2 days ago, and then yesterday it went down to 58. But now it's back up to 159, the air quality index. So yeah, that's not good. So it looks like we're still getting smoke from up in Canada. So yeah, if you're anywhere in the northeast, stay safe. Try not to go outside as much as possible, and if you do, I would suggest wearing a mask, especially if you're in those areas where the air quality index is much higher. 2023, I can literally feel it while in the suburbs of Philly. Oh yeah, it happened. It happened a few years ago. Anyway, yeah. So if the stream goes down, chat, that'd be because storm. Let me put up a little bit of text here. Mega strong. That strong storm. Fair warning. If stream goes down. Okay. Okay. And then boop. And let's just put that here for now. So y'all can... You get that warning there for y'all. Okay. Oh, what's this, Matt? Copy. Paste. What is this? New York air quality. Yep, tri-state of storms loom. 1-2 punch of bad weather. Smoky skies followed by severe storms that have already prompted a flash flood warning for parts of the region. Yep. After a welcome reprieve on Friday, smoke from Canadian wildfires returned to New York City and the tri-state area on Saturday. Okay, yeah. Looks like that's what happened. Once again, creating unhealthy air quality. Conditions are expected to gradually improve through the day as winds shift. But a new problem, strong to severe thunderstorms, which, while helping to clear the smoke, will bring a round of hazardous weather to much of the region. Yup. Yup. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad here, chat. Between the smoke and the storm. Sky was a yellowish gray on Thursday. And it smelled. You could smell it. When I left work on Thursday, I could smell it when I left the building. I was like, oh no. Anyway, let me scroll back up and say hello to everybody. Ellie. Hello, Ellie. Big gay. Liz. Congrats on Beb Captain. And also, thank you for 34 bites. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Pee pee poo poo. Pee pee poo poo. Zero. Hello, Zero. How you doing? Hello, Ipse. Hello. Black Mist. Hi, Black Mist. Hi. Chris. More big gay. How you doing, Chris? How you doing? Allie. Hi, Allie. Good to see you. And Matt. How you doing, Matt? And I think that's everybody I can see in chat. Rose is a professional streamer. Gotta cool down those hot ghosts. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Scrolling down chat. Thankfully, I got out of there in result of my move to California. Ah, yes, you just moved, Matt. A lot of people moving this year. I moved, you moved, Ped moved. I never stopped masking. Oh, that's great. My bestie also has never stopped masking. She is still keeps masking wherever she goes. In some summers, the Northeast tends to get the worst storms, and one of them could produce a tornado, but it depends on the yikes. Pang! Hello, Pang. Hello. We could wait, or you can raid out if you lose power, if you still have data on the Twitch app. Ah, true. Hopefully we don't go... Oh.
That's my boy. No, my boy! Father, help!
That's my boy! No, my boy! Father, help! Gosh, I love that one. Yeah, hopefully the stream doesn't go down. But if it does, then I'll try to raid y'all out to someone else. The TTS did not want to say big gay. Yep. Homophobic. Ah, Jub! How you doing, Jub? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're okay. Nobody masks here. Oh, Liz, that sucks. I'm at the medical offices so often that I just grab a few every time. Oh, cool. I actually have like 3 boxes of masks that are left over from when work was giving them out to everybody, like, for free. I mean, not to every individual person, but to like each unit. So like in my unit at the time it was 8 workers, and I wasn't a supervisor yet. I was just a specialist. But we were given a few boxes, and people were starting to not wear them anymore, and we were still slowly trickling people back to the office, so there was nobody around. I just took 3 boxes home. And I still have them. Because I mean, I don't use masks much, but I still do every now and then. I can't. Rose gonna rage out if stream goes down. I will be upset. I will be very upset though. Just a baby specialist. Yeah. Just a baby specialist. I don't like the free ones from hospitals and stuff. They don't cover my nose. Oh, you mean, yeah, the blue ones? Yeah, I'm not... those are the ones I have, and I'm not super fond of those. So I actually bought like the KN95s, the ones that actually do like securely fit around, that kind of look like a duck, like duck mouths. And my glasses, Steve. Oh no. Okay, I've caught up with chat. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all good. Hope you're all doing good. Oh god, so the move. Chat. The move. I am finally settled in. Finally sleeping in my own bed. And last night, my dad and my brother helped me reconfigure the furniture in my room so that it's laid out the way I want it. Because before that, the furniture was just in random places and boxes were in random places, and yeah. So the move, chat. Oh god, the move was a nightmare. It was a horrible, horrible nightmare. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you may have seen like the one, two, or three posts about it. That I made during that week that it was going on. Ain't you done yet? No, nobody, no, because the move was a horrible, horrible nightmare that literally lasted an entire week. And now we're left dealing with the aftermath of said nightmare move, because everything is scattered everywhere. Most of my boxes are up here in my room. But yesterday I discovered that 2 of my boxes are down in the basement, and the 3 pull-out rolly things that I used to have under my bed are also downstairs. I don't know where my DVD VCR are. I don't know where my Switch is, unfortunately, because my brother packed that, and I have no idea which box he put it in. So I gotta go hunting for that.
Dance, water, dance!
Ah!
Infamous Devil 98 just subscribed.
Devil! Hello! Hello, hello! Thank you so much for 39 months! Thank you. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing alright, Devil. Hope you're doing alright. I just moved work offices for my company, set up the entire office, and launched a brand new training course for my company while having to build the entire thing as well. In short, I completely understand. Yeah, well, I hope it didn't take you an entire week, nobody, to do the move. So, okay. So let me paint you the story, chat. It's been like 2 weeks now, because last week I couldn't connect to the internet and had to do a test stream, and then the week before was the move itself, right? No. The week before was... Why couldn't I stream on the 4th? I forget the reason I couldn't stream on the 4th. And then the week before that, the 27th, was the move itself. Why couldn't I stream on the 4th? I can't remember. Yeah, 4th of July. Last week. Oh! Last week was my arm! 2 weeks ago was the internet issue. Oh my god. Jeez, yeah. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. It's taken a year? Oh, okay, well, jeez, okay, yikes. I'm surviving the heat barely. Oh no, Devil, I hope you can stay cool. So, where was I? So the move. Okay. So, we were supposed to be out of the house by June 30th. That was our final day. And then the new owner wanted the house after June 30th. And so June 30th fell on a Tuesday. So the plan was for us to move out on the 27th, the official like final move. Up until the 27th, you know, we've been packing for a while, and my dad rented out a storage unit, and a lot of our like first batch of boxes, we basically completely stuffed the storage unit, with whatever could fit in there. Ah, Ped! Hi, Ped. How you doing? Hello, hello. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. And so, yeah, so we filled up the storage unit. And then after that, we were basically begging the landlord for the keys to this house, so that we could start moving in the rest of our stuff, because there was no more space in the storage unit. Nice convergence. Yeah, that was a fun stream. The convergence stream was a fun stream to watch. I was at work, so yeah, I was lurking, but it was a good stream. I gotta go back and check out some of those games. So yeah, so we plan to move out the 27th. The Friday, the 26th, I got home, had dinner, and then got straight back to packing because I was not done. And I'm there like, oh my God, do I have enough time? So I just start packing, and I keep packing. And was Friday the night? Yes, it was. Okay, it was. So the movers were supposedly going to come on Saturday at 8 in the morning. Friday night, I stay up. I pulled an all-nighter to pack as much as I possibly could of my room. Saturday morning comes. I'm still not done. 8 a.m. comes. The movers don't arrive yet. And I think I heard that they were going to come at 9 instead. So I'm like, okay, I have an extra hour. 9 a.m. comes. I'm still not done. And so I spend the rest of Saturday until late evening packing what was left of my room. And I do finally manage to finish by like, I don't know how late it was, 8, 9, 10, something like that. And sometime early in the morning, so I think maybe like around 10-ish, I hear the movers upstairs stomping around, moving my uncle's stuff. Which, by the way, chat, my uncle had said that he was going to move before us. So like a few days before. He was supposed to be out before us. And so Saturday comes, and now you have this. So he had his own movers, and we had our movers. And my grandmother lived downstairs. So on the same freaking day, Uncle gets his movers, and we have our movers. And so the entire 3-floor house was moving out in one day. And yeah, so I leave my room late evening, and I look around, and you would think a tornado had gone through the house, because I hadn't finished packing my room. The entire time I was focused on finishing my room. But the rest of the house had not been done. Not completely. Like, a lot had been packed. Like I said, we filled up the storage, and once we got the keys for the house, we started moving stuff in. But there was still a lot to do, because my mom, basically, by herself, with my brother's help, had to pack everything, because my dad was too busy between work and moving stuff around, getting things he needed, blah, 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 blah. And so most of the packing was left to my mom and my brother. And she had packed for literally like 2 or 3 months, every day, morning to night. But she still didn't finish because we had a lot of crap. Chat, we have so much stuff. There's stuff that needs to be thrown out, of course, but we just in general have so much stuff. And so when the movers came, they took all the furniture, but all the stuff that was still on the furniture, they just threw it around everywhere on the floor. So I step out into the dining room, the living room, and drink every time Rose says pack. And there's just stuff everywhere on the floor. The TVs are on the floor. There's just so much stuff on the floor. The cables from the TVs and the sound system and the DVD, VCR, the FiOS boxes, because we had FiOS TV. Just everything everywhere, an entire disaster. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? And my mom was furious, absolutely livid, because these people, oh my God, the disaster that they created while they were moving all the furniture. My mom used to have this big glass cabinet where she kept like all her like delicate trinkets. I think I had like a trophy from like middle school, little figurines and stuff, and just all delicate stuff. One of the movers, the lady, just went through the whole thing and packed all the little trinkets and things, and overused the bubble wrap and the packing paper, because she would take one tiny little trinket and use an entire sheet of packing paper to wrap that one tiny little trinket. And I mean, it's like, yeah, you want to protect the stuff, but also don't waste our packing materials, because I spent a lot of money, and my dad spent a lot of money on packing paper and bubble wrap and tape and just so much packing materials. And yeah, so she packed all the little trinkets, and the big glass cabinet was left. Now, if you've seen display cabinets, chat, they're usually made of wood, and there's like the back interior is a big glass back. This one that my mom had was mirrors all around. Completely surrounded in mirrors. And she told them not to touch it. She did not want them to move it. We were going to take it ourselves. And of course, they didn't listen to her. So they take the cabinet and they shattered the back mirror. Just completely broken in pieces. And she was so livid, because that thing was huge and it was really, really nice. And I searched everywhere I could recently and could not find one that looks like it. Everything is just wood or like hard plastic or whatever cabinets are made of these days. I cannot find one that looks anywhere close to that one. So yeah, they broke it. It was shattered. It's downstairs in the living room. Partially taken apart. Like, they took the sides off and it's there. But one of the like the corner of one of the mirrors had ripped off. And just, I don't know, we're probably gonna throw it away anyway. And the glasses, the glass shelves, like, we don't know where those are either. So, whatever. It's just sitting there in the living room for now. We'll probably throw it out. So that was one thing. So they took all the furniture, right? But because I was in my room and I had not finished packing, they were only going to make one trip. And they completely filled up the truck. Completely. With all the rest of the furniture in the house. And so nothing could be taken out of my room because there was no more room in the truck. And so all the furniture in my room was left. And so, okay, in hindsight, it's actually good that my furniture was left behind, because the disaster that those people made, and my furniture is like pure wood and big and heavy. So they definitely would have broken something. And so because all the furniture had been taken, but my furniture was left, I would have had nowhere to sleep in the new house. And even with their furniture, with my parents and my brother, they had just shoved boxes and stuff all around the beds. And so they couldn't even get to their beds. So I had nowhere to sleep and they had nowhere to sleep. So we had to go to a hotel. And I booked it for 2 nights. And I was smart because on the Friday, I thought, you know what? The move is gonna, be like, it's gonna drain me. And so I'm gonna take Monday as a vacation day. And so I put in the request. I had Monday off. I put in for Monday off. And so we stayed at the hotel 2 nights. So Saturday night and then Sunday night. The next day, Sunday, so all the movers that were there on Saturday, it was like six or seven people. For us, for my uncle, it was just 2 people that moved their stuff. For us, it was a team of 6-7 people. Oh, and before you ask, Chet, can they pay for the things that they broke? 6-7. Oh God. That was not intentional. Of the 6-7 people. Yeah, can they pay us back for the stuff they broke? No, because apparently my dad didn't hire professional movers. He went to our church and asked the bishop for help. And so that team of people were people that the bishop rounded up. And there was this one extra guy that was there. I don't know where he came from, but there was one extra guy there who did have professional moving experience. But we didn't hire him professionally. He was just there. Your father is a genius? No, I don't think so. Unless that was sarcasm. So, yeah, those people, a disaster. They made a disaster. They left a disaster. They left a disaster in the old house. They left a disaster here with boxes just everywhere. Come on, no sarcasm ever comes from me. Went down to the basement, and the way they left everything, just a mountain of boxes immediately in the front, a mountain of boxes in the laundry room. But if you looked past the boxes, there was a lot of space behind them. And so you could have reorganized the boxes in a way that you can leave space to walk around and actually find things and pull things and unpack. But no, they left a disaster. They left a disaster over there. They left a disaster over here. Anyway, Sunday, that the one guy with the moving experience, he comes back on Sunday. And between him and my dad, they took my furniture. They took all my furniture to the new house. So thank goodness, I was done. My room was clear. But now there was still the rest of the house with all the stuff everywhere on the floor. And so we had to come back on Monday to continue packing and also try to clean up so that we didn't leave a horrible mess for the new owners. And so we go back and we clean up. And it's getting late at night. It's like past 11 p.m., close to midnight. And I hadn't showered. I was tired. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to work tomorrow. So I sent an email to my admin. And I'm like, hey, I can't come in. Please grant me an emergency vacation day. I have a personal emergency. And so I'm off Tuesday. And Monday night, again, we had to book a hotel again. So that's now 3 days in a hotel. So we go back Tuesday to continue packing and cleaning. And that was the 30th. Tuesday was the 30th. So we were supposed to be out by the end of Tuesday. It gets to around 2, 3 in the morning. We're still packing. We're nowhere near done. And my mom asks me to order McDonald's for everybody. And so I order McDonald's, and we're sitting there eating. And my mom brings up the date because she had it in her mind that we closed the house not on April 30th, but on May 3rd. That's the date that she thought we were supposed to be out. So we should be out July 3rd, not June 30th. Which is great because that would give us, 3 extra days to finish. But I was like, in my head, I had July 5th as the final day. Because I remember back in May when we were doing the house closing and they went to go sign the papers, it was either the day of, so May 5th, or one of the days of that week leading up to it. They told me that they were going to go sign the papers. And back then I was sure of it. I was sure it was July 5th. But I guess my dad he supposedly had some confirmation that it was April 30th because he remembered something he did that day. And so he used that as like a way to remember the date that they closed. But my mom had July 3rd and I had July 5th. And I thought, okay, maybe the date had changed. Maybe it was April 30th because all the legal stuff that happened earlier this year, there was a lot of changes that happened during all the legal stuff. And so I thought, okay, so maybe it is the April 30th. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that changed. But I'm like, don't you have the closing papers that you signed? Like, can we just double check and confirm the date? And so my dad was like, okay, yeah, I'll look for those later. And I'm like, no. Give me your phone. I went through his email. I find the closing papers. Guess what date was on it? Guess the date that was on the closing papers, Chad. Guess. You guess. Anybody? Anybody want to guess? Yep. July freaking 5th. The date that I was sure of. So I was right. It was July 5th. I mean, not the closing, not July. May 5th. And so our final day was not supposed to be June 30th, but July 5th. And I'm there like, wow. So all this crazy panic, all the tornado people that went through the house, all the like hotel bookings and food that I had to order that entire week, and us having to go back and forth. It didn't have to be that chaotic. It would probably still would have been chaotic because we still had a lot of stuff that had to go. But it probably wouldn't have been that hectic, insane nightmare that it was on that Saturday. And plus, okay, now we had 5 extra days to finish up. So, you know, a little bit easier, a little tiny less bit of stress. And great. And yeah, it was 4 in the morning, and I'm like, and again, I had not showered, so this was now, I think, like 3 days I hadn't showered. And so I send my administrator another email. Like, yeah, so I need another emergency vacation day. And also, that was the week of July 4th. July 4th falling on the Saturday, which means at my job, we get the Friday off the day before. So I would not, no work on Friday. And usually when there's a holiday, I think almost all the holidays this happens. The day before we're off, they let us go 2 hours earlier. And so I had Monday off on vacation. I took Tuesday and Wednesday off as an emergency. I was not good. We were going to be closed on Friday. And so that left Thursday. I went in on Thursday because if you don't have a vacation booked in advance, if you call out sick the day before a holiday or the day after a holiday, if you don't take a doctor's note, you don't get paid for the holiday. And so I could not miss that Thursday. I had to go into work on that Thursday. Thankfully, on Wednesday, we didn't go to a hotel. That was the one day we didn't go to a hotel. We actually came to the house. My dad ended up... No, my dad... Me and my parents, we Tetrised ourselves in their bed, and somehow the three of us managed to sleep in my parents' bed. Somehow. And my brother had managed to move stuff around in his room so that he could get into his bed. This is standard for holiday pay anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. A rose by any other name would still smell as stinky. Oh, God, it was horrible. So, yeah, we managed to sleep in the bed, and then Thursday I went to work. And I actually booked a massage for that day. Because I lucked out. Because usually the place where I get my massages, you have to book like 3-4 weeks in advance. This time, I checked like 2 days before, and there was actually available spots on Thursday. So I was like, hell yeah. This has been a crazy stressful move. I'm going to get me a massage on Thursday. So I went to work, and I went to my massage, and then I went back to the house so we can continue cleaning and packing. And so, yeah, so it's now Friday. We go back again, and there's very little stuff now by this point, because we had been cleaning and packing the entire week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so it's now Friday. And so we're cleaning and packing. It gets to around, I want to say 8 p.m. or 7 or 8 p.m. Oh, by the way, chat. Our AC in the living room / dining room has been broken for a few years now. And so you can turn it on, but it's not very powerful. It doesn't cool the room very well. But we put it on because, I mean, at least something. And we had fans set up. So the AC and 2 fans. And that's how we managed to work through the week. Now Friday, it's the last day. It's around 7, 8 p.m. The entire block goes out. The entire block. And it was rainy that day, and so the sky was gray. And by 8 p.m. it was pretty dark. So the power goes out, no AC, no fans, no lights. Completely dark. And it lasted for an hour. A whole hour, chat, without lights, without AC, without fans. And by the way, it was let me convert this for you, for the non-Americans in the chat. 100. Okay. For the Americans in the chat, it was 100 degrees that day. Literally 100 degrees. Non-freedom units, yeah. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which for the rest of you, 38 Celsius. 38 Celsius with no AC, no fans, and we're going around cleaning and packing for an hour. And we're bumbling around with our cell phones with the flashlights on our cell phones. Yeah. Great. So there was this one point. Is anybody else having problems? Is stream struggling? Oh no, stream is struggling, chat. Oh gosh, why did it suddenly drop? Okay, it's yellow now. Okay. Holding. Nope, back to red. Oh gosh, please hold. Let's get some vibes in the chat. Vibe in the chat. Stream is just a bit F, but audio is decent. Okay, so can you actually hear me, chat? I mean, I'm just yapping, so it doesn't matter if you can't see, but as long as you can hear me, we good. Audio's doing okay, but video is choppy. Okay. No worries then. I'll continue. So at some point that evening, I had put a bunch of stuff on one of the chairs. A rocking chair, by the way. Which we were going to throw out. That wasn't going to come with us, but it was there. Because we needed places to sit. So we had as many chairs as we could possibly leave at the time so that people would have a place to sit. So there was stuff on this rocking chair. Let me preface this by saying that my mom used to have this huge glass fruit bowl. It was big and round and heavy. And that's where she used to keep the potatoes. So that was one of the things that was left behind. A rocking chair. It was one of the things left behind in the kitchen. And my grandmother wanted the potatoes. So I take the potatoes out of the fruit bowl and I put them in a bag and I give them to my grandmother. And the fruit bowl itself, so that it wouldn't be left behind, so we wouldn't forget it, I put it on the rocking chair with the few other things that were around on the chair. Now my purse, the purse I've been using for a little while now, it's a pretty big purse. So there's a lot of space. There was a lot of space in it. I had put I had filled my purse with like essentials that I would need, that I didn't want to forget, that I needed to hold on to, stuff that I was taking with me to each hotel. So stuff like my charging cables for my phone, for my tablet, socks, undies, a few toiletries, just whatever I could shove into that purse was there. And so it was heavier than normal. Okay, now I'm getting a good amount of buffering. Did anyone in the house start torrenting? As far as I know, no. I don't think anybody knows how to torrent here. Oh, come on, internet. Come back. Did we F? Did we F for good? I'll take a pause. Oh no, we F'd. I mean, I'm dropping a lot of frames, but I'm still on. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, still on. It's very much in the red, but I mean, I'm still on. It hasn't died for me. Let me give it a bit. Come on, come back. Internet, come back, please. A bag of what for Granny? Potatoes. My mom used to keep the potatoes in that big, huge, heavy fruit bowl. So I put the fruit bowl on the rocking chair with some other stuff that was around it. And my purse, with all the stuff I had shoved into it to take with me to the hotels, was heavy. Can you hear me, chat? Can I continue or should I pause? I'm gonna pause. All right, I'm back. Are we back? I'm gonna sip some water while I wait for y'all chat. I got something for a second. Oh, please. Yeah, now it's froze again. Oh god. Is there anything? I don't have anything on in the background. Is there? Let me check. I don't think that's it. I don't think that did anything. Come on. I think it's probably because of the storm, chat. I think it's the storm. We are back. Okay, awesome. Can you hear me, chat? Video is probably horrible right now, but can you at least hear me? So I can keep yapping. Okay, there we go. Yes, yes, you can hear me. Okay, all right. So I'll continue then. Let me know if at any point you can't hear me. Um. So I put my big heavy purse on top of the fruit bowl, on the chair. I leave to do a few things, clean the bathroom or move some stuff in my mom's room or something. I don't remember. I start heading back into the dining room, where the chair is, and my grandmother's sitting there. And my brother's doing some stuff there, and my mom goes to the chair, because I think she wanted to sit down. So she starts moving the things off the chair, and again, my purse was big and heavy, and I don't think she realized how heavy my purse was. And maybe she didn't know that it was sitting on top of the fruit bowl. The big, heavy glass fruit bowl. So she goes to lift my purse. She doesn't lift it high enough. She basically just slides it off the chair. And you can probably tell where this is going, Chet. The big, heavy glass fruit bowl crashes to the floor and shatters. And one of those pieces of glass gets her in the leg. Okay, I think we're back, but we're still red. So it's gonna keep stuttering and not look great. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I restarted OBS. I restarted my internet. It's just not doing it. I think it's the storm. Oh God, what a thing to come back to. Refresh, please, chat. I blame the storm. I blame the storm. It came back and I just heard glass in the leg. Oh God, yeah. All right, can you still hear me, chat? Sometimes it just be like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, the storm is gonna make stream hard. I might have to end early if that's the case. I don't know if we'll even get to play game in that case. You know what? I think if this doesn't get any better, I think the stream will just have to be me yapping and then no game. Do you need me to come out and wire the house with Cat 5? Oh. Let me change the title of the stream. Okay. We're in just chatting now, and stream title is updated. The Nightmare Move story. So yeah. So my mom's there. She's bleeding. My brother wraps her up with toilet paper because that's the only thing we have in the house at that point. And so we continue. We finish. We actually finish. Cleaning and packing, and things get a little hectic by the end, because we start just moving everything that's left into the living room by the door, and my dad and two guys that he hired just start shoving everything into my dad's car, and once that's full, we put whatever's left in my car. And so we finish up, and by near the end, the new owners were there, just kind of standing around outside and just watching or whatever. And I think one or two neighbors were standing outside watching. So we leave the house, we shake their hands, the new owners' hands, and we're like, good luck with the house, good luck with everything. I managed to take a picture. I asked one of the owners to take my phone and take a picture of the four of us in front of the house, just, one final time. And then my grandmother leaves with my dad in his car so that he could drop her off at her apartment. And I take my dad and my mom in my car to the new house. So we get to the new house. I didn't have a key, so we stayed in my car for a bit. My dad, on the way to the house, stops by the pharmacy to get Band-Aids and Neosporin. But he didn't get any hydrogen peroxide, which we needed to, clean up the wound. And so he arrives, we go in the house, and I have to Uber Eats, CVS, for them to send us some hydrogen peroxide. So we get the hydrogen peroxide, and my dad cleans up my mom's leg. He manages to pry off the toilet paper, which, dried up and was stuck to the wound. He cleans her up, and it's a really nasty looking cut. It was like an inch big, and just red and kind of bad looking. And we're like, well, we don't know if there's still glass in there, because, you could have tiny splinters of glass in there. And so he takes her to the hospital. So, final day of moving, we get to the new house, and immediately my mom has to go to the hospital. Great! So anyway, they're there for an hour. They get back home. She's been patched up. And yeah, whatever. And that was the first time I saw the house. Because the last time I had seen the house, it was empty. And it was the day that we had signed the lease. And so there was none of our stuff was in it yet. So that last day, we get to the house. My dad was cleaning up my mom, and they went to the hospital. I look around, and everything was everywhere in a mess. An absolute mess. And yeah, I went down to the basement. I saw that they had piled boxes like in the front, and there was so much space behind the boxes where they could have piled stuff, but they didn't. And so it's gonna be a nightmare to get through everything in the basement. And I come up to my room. Most of my boxes are up here, minus the boxes that are in storage. And then, like 2 days ago, a few days ago, and then yesterday, I discovered that there are 2 of my boxes downstairs in the basement, plus the 3 storage rolly out storage things, plastic storage things that were under my bed. Those are still downstairs in the basement. Oh, and my vitamins were missing. Because at some point during the week of the move, my mom had shoved all my vitamins into a box, and we didn't label it. My name was not on the box. And during the day of the move, that box disappeared, because I was in my room, so I didn't know anything that had happened until after the fact. And so my vitamins were lost. And every day since that day, I have been just agonizing over my missing vitamins, because I take quite a few vitamins for quite a few different reasons. And so I'm like, my vitamins. I didn't have any vitamins. And yeah, everything was everywhere. My bed had not been set up. It was still in pieces. Because I had to unscrew the frame. And my mattresses were just lying around, and the parts of the bed were lying around, and they hadn't set it up. And so for a few days, I had to sleep in my parents' bed with my mom, while my dad slept on the floor, unfortunately. He took... some of his clothes were packed into 2 big, long bags, and so he was sleeping on top of those big, long bags, which, I mean, just sleeping on the floor, not great, sadly, but... we had to do it that way. At me going to work, for a few days after sleeping in my parents' bed, and I hate my parents' bed because the mattress is too soft for me. I like a firm mattress like mine, and because I need the support of a firm mattress. So sleeping in my parents' bed, I wake up and I'm all like achy in places. But whatever. What else? Oh, yeah, so we've just been trying to sort things out for the past 2 weeks. We found another casualty of the move. My brother's TV. One day he pulls me into his room and he's like, "Look." And I look at the TV, and you would have thought that it was just spider webs on the screen. The screen had shattered completely, and part of the frame of the TV was broken as well. So, yep, there's another casualty of the move. My brother lost his TV, which, by the way, was a Sony Bravia, and those are pretty expensive. Can you repeat that? I've been stuck on a loading screen for the past 10 minutes. Oh, no! Yeah, my bed had not been set up. It was in pieces in my room. Not broken, just they had to take it apart to be able to move it. So my bed had not been set up for a handful of days because they needed help to set it up. So I was sleeping in my parents' bed with them. My dad was in bed with my mom. My dad was sleeping on the floor. At least the TV can be pretty cheap. Yeah, I think we found another one. We haven't bought it yet, but we're gonna buy it soon for my brother. Actually, no. What he's done is that he's taken my parents' TV for now, because my parents don't. Their room is a mess, and so they don't have a spot to put the TV, and so my brother is currently borrowing their TV. We'll have to buy him a new one later, of course, but for now he's using their TV. So my brother is sorting out his room a bit. My parents' room is still a mess. They haven't been able to do much with it. My bed was finally set up last, I want to say I want to say Wednesday or Thursday. And so I'm finally sleeping in my own bed, thank goodness. But my furniture was in random places. They weren't where I wanted them to be. Boxes, were shoved up against the wall. All of my mom's clothes are up here for some reason. I mean, they couldn't put them anywhere else because there's no room. The rooms were, their rooms are about the same size they were in the old house. The kitchen is significantly smaller than our old one, which is sad. The bathrooms are significantly smaller than the ones we had before, which also sucks because we need to figure out where to put things that we used to have in the old bathroom. We don't have a dining room in this house. Our old house had a living room, dining room, kitchen laid out in kind of like an L shape. This house doesn't have a dining room. It's just a living room and a kitchen. So the living room is a living room / dining room. And right now, the living room is taken up by the dining room cabinet, the dining room TV, and the dining room table, which is pretty big, plus the mess of boxes and things that are all around. So there's no place to put the living room TV in the living room. So there's nothing is on. And by the way, all the TVs are all missing their cables. We don't know where the mess of cables is. So like my brother is using my parents' TV, but only as like to watch like YouTube and stuff. Like he's connected his laptop to the TV or something so that he can watch things on the TV. But other than that, like we can't use it for anything else. Because it only had the power cord. And we haven't set up the satellite cable, whatever service my dad wants to get. Which we do need because my mom actually watches TV. She watches news and her soap operas and talk shows and whatever. Gotta pack every part in a different box. Well, see, that's the thing. In the day of the people packing everything and throwing everything around everywhere, we don't know where they put all the cables. So those are currently lost. We need to find those. Anyway, with the whole move, and because I had been furiously packing for weeks, and then that week itself of the move, between packing everything and cleaning and just furiously bubble wrapping everything and moving things, I had to move a handful of heavy things. I apparently messed up my arm because this past Friday, not yesterday, the Friday before. Wait, was it the Friday? Yeah, it was the Friday before. Yeah, because I didn't stream that Saturday. Yeah, so it was that Friday, last Friday. The whole week I had been in pain in my arm. My right arm, not my left. Pain up and down my right arm. Mostly concentrated in the elbow, and then my hand was asleep. It would on and off be asleep the whole week, with that horrible pins and needles sensation and numbness. So I was, hoping to ride it out for the week, thinking maybe it would go away. Friday night, I had dinner, and then I laid down in my parents' bed because I was tired, and we don't have a couch currently. The couch is in the garage because there's no space in the living room to put the couch. All we have is two of the dining. We have enough space for two of the dining room chairs for us to use. And that's it. There's no couch. And so I went to lay down in my parents' bed to have a rest. I end up falling asleep and taking a nap. I woke up in so much pain. And I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Because again, their mattress is soft and there's no support and whatever. So I sit up and my arm's in pain and I sit there for a while hoping it dies down. It doesn't. It's in pain and my hand was asleep and numb. And I'm there for a while and I'm like, oh God. I go to my mom who was in the kitchen and I'm like, Mom, my arm hurts and my hand is asleep. And it's been that way for a while. And so she calls my dad, who was at work because he works the night shift. And she's like, you gotta come home and take your daughter to the hospital. And so I go to the hospital. And at that point it was like midnight. So I go to the hospital. They give me a shot for the pain. They tell me that I sprained it. Either my elbow or my shoulder. I don't know. It's a bit of a blur. I don't remember what exactly I sprained, but I sprained it. And so they give me a shot for the pain. The doctor tells me to take both Tylenol and Motrin at the same time. And so I've been doing that for the past week. And to also get a TENS unit, TENS, TENS unit. I'm hoping that the VOD is going to be smooth. I hope so too. I don't know how well the VOD like saves when the stream has stuttered the whole time. But yeah, so I buy me a TENS unit on Amazon, which if you don't know what that is, it's a little device with like those sticky pads that you put on your skin in the areas that where there's pain. Those little square sticky pads that are connected to the device, and it gives the little electromagnetic pulses. They use them in physical therapy because when I was doing physical therapy years back, when I had sciatica for the very first time, I would do my physical therapy and they would put me with that device attached to my hip. But yeah, anyway, so I got a little TENS unit and I've been using that the whole week as well. In like the spot on my back where it hurts, and then on my elbow, and then on my palm, like around where my thumb is. I've been using it there. So, I've been getting better. Day by day, a little bit better. So I'm still in pain. My hand still falls asleep a bit, but I am getting better. Today I ordered off Amazon a elbow brace, which should come either tomorrow or Monday or something. To wear at work, just for the extra support and hopefully to help the pain go away. So that's why I couldn't stream last Saturday, because I was just in a lot of pain. But I'm here today and I'm in a little bit of pain, but it's not bad. And yeah, so the move. My dad hurt his back as well, and my mom with her wound. So my brother is fine, but the rest of us, ended up with injuries from the move. What else was I gonna say? I found my vitamins. Yesterday, my brother was just randomly unpacking a few of the boxes in the basement, because he's been helping to try to find things, anything. And so one of the boxes, a big, huge one, one of the extra large boxes, he opens it. He takes a few of the things out. And I remembered exactly which box my mom had put my vitamins in. I knew exactly what it looked like because it was a regular cardboard box, but it was there was like purple print on it because it was like it was a box for like some crackers, and so the logos and everything were purple, and so I remembered exactly what the box looked like. So I would be able to find it if I could find it. So my brother pulls things out of this big giant box, and I see purple at the bottom. And I'm like, oh my god, is that what I think it is? So we pull out the rest of the things in the box, and oh my god, at the very bottom of the box was the box of my vitamins. So these crazy people, these insane people, had taken my box of vitamins and packed them in another box at the very bottom with a whole bunch of stuff shoved on top of it. I never would have found my vitamins because I thought that they were outside by themselves. Oh well, it just went into that for me. Audio may be good, but I'm kind of in limbo. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna suck. The VOD is probably gonna suck too. Ugh. If I have to repeat the story next week. Anyway. But I found my vitamins. Hooray. I found it. Oh, one more casualty of the move, chat. So my mom's bedroom set includes this little side drawer thing. Side table with drawers. A whole ass piece of the wood was missing. Like it had been ripped off. And we're thinking that these people must have lifted it from that part, and that's why it ripped off. So yeah, another casualty of the move. So we lost 3 big things in the move. My mom's big glass cabinet, my brother's TV, and the side table that was part of my mom's bedroom set that she's had since we bought the old house like 31 years ago. I would be able to find it if I could find it. You know what I mean? If it was out by itself, not packed in another box, I would have been able to find it because I knew exactly what the box looked like. I kept looking around in the basement for a sign of purple anywhere, but I couldn't find it because they had packed it in a bigger box.
Dance, water, dance!
James!
The James Allen just subscribed. Rosedge1 Love, sorry to hear that this whole move has been such hell, but I'm hopeful it's stress-free from here. Rosedge1 heart.
The James Allen. Hello, James. Thank you so much for 45 months. Thank you. I hope you're alright. Hope you're doing well. Yes, the whole move has been hell, but thank you. We're settling in. We're slowly but surely unpacking and finding things, and trying to sort ourselves out. Damn, seems like they just messed up all your mom's stuff. It was horrible. Again, I am so glad that they left my room behind, for last, and they didn't move it because, again, my furniture is like, I think it's pure wood, and so very, very heavy. Because my dad and the guy that he was there that day, they struggled to get it to the new house. And I'm on the second floor. My room is on the second floor. The entire second floor is my room because the house layout is a little weird. Like the second floor is slightly smaller, like the way the house was built. Like the second floor is a little bit smaller than the first floor. But it's pretty big. Like this room is so much bigger than my old room. Like I have so much space here. I love it. Like the rest of the house, like all the other rooms are small. There's no dining room. The bathrooms are smaller. The kitchen is smaller. There's fewer closet spaces than the old house. The basement is pretty big. thankfully. But yeah, my room up here, oh my god, I have so much space. I love it. It's great. But yeah, I'm on the second floor, so it was a bit of a struggle for my dad and the other guy to get all my furniture up here. So yeah, I'm thankful they didn't move it because I am so sure. My mom got injured. My dad hurt his back. I sprained my arm, and I'm still dealing with the pain. Boxes are everywhere. Everything's a mess. We have no couch because it's in the garage with more boxes. None of the TVs are set up. Finally last night, I forgot. Finally last night, my dad and my brother came up to screw the legs back onto my TV table, which is a corner table. Like it's shaped, it's shaped a little weirdly so that it can go up against a corner, and that's where I kept my TV. The house has an hourglass shape. Yeah. It's a 2-story house, so it's like if you cut an hourglass in half and just looked at the bottom part, that's the way this house is shaped. A lot of houses have a smaller second floor. Yeah, a lot of those like one family houses that you see in like the suburbs. That's basically what our house looks like. So yeah, they set up my TV table. They rearranged my furniture the way I wanted it. They rearranged some of the boxes in order to do that, of course. And then I finally put my TV on the TV table. But it's still wrapped in bubble wrap because I don't know where the power cable is. I know I packed it in one of like the final boxes, but I haven't found it yet. And I don't know where my switch is because my brother packed that and I have no idea what box he packed it in. Because he didn't label things very well. Oh, did we F, Chad? Did we F? Are we okay? Oh, I'm dropping mega frames. I've dropped 100,000 frames. That's ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, oh god, the stream is struggling hard. It eventually worked for me, no F on my side. Okay. Okay, but people are clearly struggling to watch the stream. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's it, chat. That's the whole story. There's a lot of unpacking that needs to be done. But we're here. We're settled in. I'm sleeping in my own bed. I've organized my closet quite a bit, so I know where all my clothes are, and I have no trouble getting dressed for work every day. I found my vitamins, thank goodness, so I can start taking those again. The internet is set up. My AC is set up. The kitchen is a work in progress, but we are working it. The bathroom is finally set up. The main one here, on the first floor. The second bathroom is in the basement, weirdly enough. And that's, I don't know how, I haven't been down there in a few days, so I don't know if that's set up, but it's a work in progress as well, I guess. But I think that's it. I think that's it, chat. And the stream is still struggling hard, so I think I might have to call it. Which is really sad, because I wanted to play unpacking, so I can virtually unpack instead of unpacking IRL. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, it briefly went green for like a few seconds. I was a little bit hopeful, but now it's back in red. So yeah, we're struggling super hard. So I might have to call it there. I'm gonna have to call it there, Chad. I'm sorry. I wish this could have lasted longer so I could actually play the game and chat with y'all a little more, because I miss y'all. It's been what, 2 weeks since we last, yeah, because the 4th and the 27th, no, the 11th, the 4th and the, oh my god, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks, chat. Holy crap. 1, 2, no, technically 4 weeks, because we skipped 3 weeks. Because the 27th was the move, the 4th was the internet issues, and then the 11th was my arm. Oh, that sucks, chat. That sucks. I wanted to hang out longer than this. Longer than just an hour and 40 minutes, but I guess it's not to be today because big storm. Big, heavy, sucky storm. Alrighty. Well, I guess let me find somewhere to raid y'all out. Boba is live. I'm watching Boba on my phone. Who else is on, though? Let me check. Okay, so Boba, Pug, Matt is live. I think he just went live not too long ago. Ryu, and Symmetrical are all live. I'm probably gonna end up watching Boba, for the rest of their stream. But let me take y'all to Matt. Go give Matt some love. Matt was here earlier. Let me see. How long has he been streaming? Oh, just 17 minutes. Yeah. So he hasn't been on very long. So I'll take y'all to Matt. Right now he's just chatting. Oh, he's playing Scrandle. We need to get Rose the best internet. It's not my internet because it worked great last Sunday. You can always play the game after stream to distress. I mean, I would, but I want y'all to see the story of the game. The game tells a story. Through the items, through the rooms, through the roommates, that you can see, that the main character moves in with. So I do want to see y'all the story. I do want y'all to see the story of the game. So I'm not gonna play it after stream. I'll probably just continue working on unpacking and stuff. But yeah, that's the end of stream. I'm just glad I got to pop in and hear an update and hear things are mostly done with the move. Thank you, James. Yes, things. At least the hellish moving out part of the nightmare is over. Now it's just unpacking and finding things and rearranging everything, and throwing out what needs to be thrown out, and reorganizing the basement, reorganizing the living room, trying to figure out how to configure the living room to work as both a living room and dining room at the same time. But yeah, other than that, alright, so I'm gonna send y'all to Matt chat. I'm gonna go hang out in Boba's stream though, but I'll take y'all to Matt. Say hello, give him some love. I like to raid out to Gobs and Grems who are live. I mean, I also raid out to Boba fairly often, but I'll take y'all to Matt. So, /raid Cool Matthew. 213. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me despite the horrible connection and technical difficulties. Thanks a lot, Storm. And there's the raid. Go say hi to Matt, give him some love. And I'll see you next Saturday, chat. Hopefully, internet will hold up much better. But until then, have a lovely night, a lovely morning, or a lovely afternoon. Take care of yourselves, get food, water, rest, stay awesome, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Where's my head screen? Where's my head screen? There it is. Bye.